Hello and welcome back to the colony with Man of the Antz, once again playing Empires of the Undergrowth, and we are carrying on with the Scooonty free play. Yeah, a couple of you have been like, it's getting a bit boring now, just doing the same thing, but I need to see where this goes now. This might be the last one, we might get another one out of this, but I do need to see where we end up after this. Or after this, during this, I need to know where we go from here. I don't want the threes there, do I? Because the threes are, threes hang over here. So yes, so what are our goals today? We need to stay alive, for starters, that's a good start. Maybe I know, yeah, probably want them actually all over here, don't I? Let's focus them on the aphids. That's what we're looking to protect. So goals today, I want to get a few more workers around. Soldiers around to max out that soldier population. Someone said they thought the 4s were struggling to kill stuff on their own, but the 4s, 6, 12, 12, 13, 13, 3, 7, 13, they're about the same size as the rest of them, really. There's not much difference. The only small group really are the 3s. And we could probably swap those over, because I don't think they really need 7 majors over there. So we've given the 4s an extra major, so that should help the 4s a little bit, shouldn't it? So our food is doing okay. We're up to 1,000 food. Obviously, we do need to actually... There's lots of stuff over here, isn't there? Maybe we'll send the 1s, the 5s, the 4s and the 5s over here. Try and get some of that stuff. And are all of these gathering food? The 2s aren't and the 1s aren't. Okay, that's fine. That makes sense to me. Okay, so I want to extend the soldiers out a little bit. Who are we going to extend? Oh, an uber creature, sorry, an uber creature has spawned. I should get the pronunciation correct. So we can't see it anywhere at the moment. Maybe, where are the 2s? Let's see if we can get the 2s up here. Oh, there's the water's coming in now. So maybe the uber creature spawned down here, but it's not going to matter because it's not going to get a chance to come back. Another uber creature has spawned. Is that the same one, I wonder, or is that several different ones have spawned? Does seem to be different messages, doesn't it? Well, there's one. Let's bring the 2s back. Bring the 2s back. Bring the 2s back. Bring the 2s back. Oh, don't fight that stupid crab. Oh, he's got loads of health. So that uber creature might make its way up here. If it is, we really need that, actually. We really could do with that. Oh, he looks like he'll be okay there. If he stays on that side, we'll be okay. Let's bring the 1s back over from around here. Because when he does arrive, we are going to need to fight him, obviously. Now, that could be a bit of a problem, though, couldn't it? Maybe we'll bring the 4s and the... No, the 4s and the 5s. The 3s. Well, they were down here, because there's a bit of food spawned down there. Oh, there's one there. Oh, my word. Actually, we're doing okay there. So I guess enough people have spawned around there that we're actually okay. So that's actually a perfect position. That couldn't be much better for us. There are lots of uber creatures spawning. I mean... A couple of people have said that the issue they had with long free play games is that the uber creatures stopped spawning, at which point you can't get enough food from the little guys to keep yourself going. But we've just had, it seems like we've had, yeah, like 4 or 5 uber creatures spawn. Which is good in terms of food. I want to leave the 5s, no, the 5s could probably do the coming back here. We'll send the 5s down here. And the 4s are already there. So who have we got left here? We've left the 2s up there. I wouldn't mind, I wouldn't have minded trying to hold him back a bit longer. But that's alright, that's alright. In fact, no, he has decimated everyone, so if we can just bring everyone back like here. I don't really mind if he kills the ones that are there. That's something I'm willing to sacrifice. So if we can get 3... If we can get 3 uber creatures right around the nest. I'm guessing that thing's dead now. It's very hard to tell, but I'm assuming it is. So I don't really want anyone to go anywhere right now. So I'm just going to put everyone Well, the 1s and the 2s don't gather, do they? So the 1s and the 2s will pull back there. But I suppose when that guy does move his way over... Oh my word, the food stores are full. Oh lordy, I wasn't expecting that. I was not prepared for such an eventuality. I don't know what is their range. Ranged. Melee. Oh, I don't really want... Okay. Melee. And... We'll make some more mages there. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that at all. When's the last time that happened? So I wanted those guys there just so we could keep an eye on this guy, really. We just need to try and make sure that he doesn't go a different direction. Doesn't get caught wandering. We do need to keep him in sight, though. He is slowly losing his health. Slowly. Oh, did that not last very long at all? Oh, wow. I didn't think I'd need to consider expanding the food stores, but maybe I do. I spent a little bit, but that didn't get rid of much at all, did it? Oh my word. We're up to 100% now of soldiers, so everything's going to start costing a lot. So let's max out. Oops, that was terrible. What went wrong there? Let's see if we can max out our food gathering team. Right, so this thing's arrived now. So if we can send pretty much everyone there. In fact, the 4s will leave down there because they're still food gathering, aren't they? So they can still get food from that. Food stores are full again. Did I not?
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
They're bringing in food about as fast as I can spend it right now, which is insane. After everything we've been through, I did not think that would be the problem. Too much food. Oh, hello. Didn't even anticipate that. 3s, I guess, make your way down here. Right, I'm going to turn these guys food gathering on because everyone's close to base at the moment.
Is born equal. An extremely powerful predator is.
I've got so much food.
The colony would do well to treat it with caution.
Those are the 3s. I don't really want to expand those, but we can expand that ranged one a little bit. And we can expand these guys as well if we need to. Already? I mean, this is crazy. This is crazy. Because this is going to start costing a lot. And there's another uber creature has spawned.
This colony must remain small for now.
Yes, we smashed through all of that food.
Greater numbers.
270% difficulty. I do need to get that last. This last dude here. I don't know what this is costing. What's it costing for a single? 435. Well, let's do it. Otherwise, it won't be even. Right, so everyone's food gathering is on, isn't it? Yes. So the 4s are down here. I think that thing's gone now. That one's gone now. Oh, there's another creature spawned there, look. And that's going to be quite dangerous. So let's send a lot of people over there. The 3s will send over here. So they can get food from this thing while it's still there. And look at the size of this food gathering force we've got. Look, it's insane. It's not even max population yet either. So let's turn the 3s food gathering off. So they just defend the food gatherers there. That one's gone as well now. So we're going to need to start making our way back towards a standard sort of... yeah, that one's going as well. Right, so 3's over there. Let's just move everyone else up for the moment. And we'll worry about the rest of it in a second. Food is getting crazy again. So let's get some stuff upgraded. Of course, upgrading the workers makes them fast, which is why we really need those upgraded. Let's build a couple of cheap speed tiles there for the moment. We'll build some there. We'll build some there because we're not likely to expand much now that we've hit the cap. So let's get everything capped off, as it were. That's another Uber creature, isn't it? That's another Uber creature. That's insane. That's insane. Right, 4s, you can stay over here and defend the aphid nest. Let's turn their food gathering off. And leave everyone else's on just to get as much as we can. I suppose we're not going to really need them if the 5s are there, are we? So let's turn the 1s and the 2s off as well. And then the 4s will turn back on. And then the 1s will move over to the aphid nest as well. So a couple of suggestions on what can follow this, looking forward into the future. So a couple of people have suggested, oh my word. A couple of people have suggested, obviously everyone's just suggesting making it harder for myself. So a couple of people suggested doing a standard black ant army and doing like
they can to prepare this brood.
Rainforest creatures only or something like that, and seeing how we go there with a more standard army rather than the fairly kick-ass troop I have available to me as is. Someone else suggested not building the melee at all, so doing a custom one with the mages available, but rather than... Can I increase my food pile source? Because this is getting silly. Rather than not doing mages and doing like just the black ants, going the other direction, and not building the melee ones, just building mages and making it more awkward in that way, which I thought was quite an interesting idea. If you do have any ideas or suggestions as to what you'd like to see me try to do next, I'm not saying it'll be the next video after this one, because, as I said, I want to see this free play through to the end now, regardless of how long it takes. But if you have any ideas what you'd like to see afterwards, do let me know. We'll be very interested to know your suggestions. Alright, so it's given us a little bit of, not a lot of wiggle room. Not a lot of wiggle room at all. A few more things we can upgrade though, so we shall get that done. And then if we start running out of food again, we really are going to have to think about seriously building more things, which is like a melee now costs us 480 food. 480 food.
Not every creature is born equal. An extremely powerful predator is nearby.
Another one. That's awesome. I'm going to just leave them to it for the moment. I'm just focused on getting everything upgraded where I can. Just trying to spend some of this food, really. Alright, so that's made us a lot more hardcore, actually. At 16, 15s, 18, 17, so the 4s are pretty kick-ass at this point. The smallest group of mages is a 6, which is not bad, is it? What we can do here is we can get rid of this. And this, and this. And build speed tiles there. That'll give us a few more upgrades. How are we doing? 2,000 food, look. We're doing pretty well. We are doing pretty well. So I think that's going to be just about every ant we have upgraded to level 3. There's a couple hidden around in corners we can't quite get to. So they're all 3, they're all 3. So that one there. Those 2 there we can't do. That one we can, and then we can do that one afterwards as well. How is stuff going over here? Because, I mean, I've completely ignored everyone. Let's... Oh, my word. There's a massive fish that just appeared right next to us. This has been a very successful attempt so far. Like, seriously. I couldn't have even begun to imagine this attempt would go this well. It's insane. I turned the 3's food gathering off, so they've kind of ignored a bit of food there, which is a mild issue, but there's so many uber creatures and this fish around that it's not... I mean, we've actually finished that fish off. Look, all of its food is gone. That is almost unheard of. Right, what did I get up to down here? Oh, so there's a couple more we can do there. They're all fine. That one we can do now. That's one we were waiting for, wasn't it? And then over here, everything's upgraded that can be upgraded pretty much. So we can make a few more workers. That's the sort of the nest group. We don't really... Oh, do we want to... Maybe we do want to extend the nest group, actually. Because if we get into a big fight, that's a lot. We've only got... I suppose that is 24, which isn't actually bad, I suppose, is it? So we don't need to extend those anymore. 24 is not bad. I'm thinking about it, but I'm not 100% convinced. But we are going to need some more... I might need to build another food store over here. So let's start that digging out. So I'll spend the food when I can. But I also don't want to just waste food by not having the storage available for it. So let's just get a bunch of this built and just get really insane on the amount of food storage we can have. That's going to make a huge, huge difference. I don't suppose this uber creature ever spawned up near us, did it? It doesn't seem to have. And then the 2s and the 5s we'll send around there to get whatever's there. So the other comment that came out of the video, A. Carlo, who's always a very prolific commenter and always has some very helpful advice. A. Carlo's been a little bit frustrated. I haven't been able to move up the map very much. Haven't been able to go away from our home location all that much. And I'd love to do that, I would, but it's I can't even really get down here at the moment. There's so much gone. There are so many enemies coming in that if I had like a target up here on the mini-map, if I said everyone go up there, they would spend so long fighting stuff down here that the people up there would be completely undefended, and it would end up going really badly for us, unfortunately. So I'm trying to make my way out a little bit. We'll probably abandon this area, I think, again, and make our way back down here. We'll send the 4s over there, and the 5s can go with the 1s. And there's one gathering group and one non-gathering group per area. The 3s I will send down here. And they can get that little bit of food that's there. How we going? 282% difficulty. 282%. There's more aphids there, look. An uber creature has just spawned somewhere.
Somewhere on the surface a strong creature stirs. It could
see, we have this problem now. If the uber creature arrives down here somewhere,
risk comes great,
which he has, look. We'll send the 1s over there. In fact, what haven't we got there? We are going to need everything there, really, aren't we? Because there's... Oh, apart from the 3s. Let's not have the 3s. The 3s can stay there. So while leaving the aphid nest undefended at the moment, that might be a bad idea. But then this uber creature is super, super important to us. So if we send everyone in that direction... And hopefully the tide won't come in like 30 seconds and just, well, I suppose it takes 60 seconds once it arrives, but hopefully we won't get the tide coming in notification anytime soon. That's the hope, that's the dream. This is what I mean, look, we've had 3 creatures spawn down here, and you can see the bottleneck that it causes with the ants, where they just can't get past it. So that uber creature is gone, is it? I mean, yeah, it's there, look. Okay, so in that case, let's come over here with the 1s. They can defend that aphid nest, and we'll send the 2s over there to defend that aphid nest, I think. And the 3s are still... Yeah, the 3s are still over there. Let's move them back over here, though. So here, the hope is, if we turn the 4's food gathering off, the 4s will defend the 5s as they gather as much food from this as they can. That's the plan. The 1s are defending this aphid nest to try and get that up a bit. The 2s are defending this one. They are not on gather, I do not believe, no. Currently only the 3s and the 5s are. So they're just defending them just to let them try and build up a little bit. And if we can get them built up a little bit, we can send the 5s around. We could make a second one. No, we can't make a secondary gather force because we've only got only 5 slots. It'd be nice if there's an extra couple. There's space for them. There's a couple more slots there. That could be quite useful. So we've got 1,000 of that food there. We are getting a little bit tight on food storage again. So what does a major cost at the moment? 1,500 food. So we could literally place 2 majors at the moment. So let's instead build as many workers as we can until it starts complaining about those costing too much as well. So that's going to be 1 per percent, is it? It pretty much is just 1 per percent. Look, there we go. We are now 100% on the workers as well. So over 100% capacity on all of the
workers have done
creatures we have
to prepare this brood chamber.
So they are now up to 77. That worker group is up to 77. Oh my lord. Alright, as soon as that's gone, we'll send the 5s over here because there is loads of food up here. And we'll send the 4s over to where the 2s are. Right, so that's gone. So the 5s can now come over here. The 4s can go up here. And let's turn... Hang on, which is the smaller one? In fact, the 2s are the smaller group, aren't they? Not by much, but they are. So we'll put the 2s food gathering on, and the 4s can be the defense force there. And here it's the 1s and the 5s. It would be nice if you could set the food and gather per ant rather than per group. Because if I could have 5 groups, each with their own... Oh, the water's coming in. Look, that's a problem for us, isn't it? Who have we got down there? The 2s and the 4s, right? Yes. If I could have a group of workers with each of the groups, and the workers were on gather and everyone else was on attack only, I'll be alright with that. I would be alright with that. Here we got to gather the 2s. Let's send the 2s down here then. And then the 1s, 4s and 5s are up this area. Hopefully everyone will pretty much go out. We're going to lose a couple, but we're up to 4,600 food. We've nearly maxed out food again. I don't really know what to do with that. I suppose we'll have to just build occasional 1 or 2 more ants.
The workers have done all they can to improve these food stores.
I'm also trying to keep a careful eye on the rendering situation, because traditionally when we've got pretty high up on these numbers, we've got a lot of ants on screen, it does affect the recordings. I have to drop the difficulty down, but so far we're okay. My frame rate is down to about 20 FPS on the other hand, so what you're seeing isn't, if you are seeing stuttering, it's not because of the recording, it's because the game is just running that slow at the moment. So I might actually have to look at just dropping the settings just to make it a bit faster. Right, so we're up to 7,000 food capacity now. So we'll probably maybe extend these ones. What's our smallest group? I suppose the 3s are the smallest. We don't really want to extend the 3s though, do we? Or do we? I don't really know. The 3s would be an easy one to extend. Because that's those. What's the next smallest? Oh, those guys are actually a bit of a pain, aren't they? Because of the... so they probably can't extend any. So maybe we will do the 3s. Maybe we'll get rid of these and we'll extend the 3s a little bit if we get too much food. At some point we are going to need that food to defend ourselves with. But right now that doesn't seem to be the case, does it? Right, 1s and 2s? Yeah, 1s and 2s. 1s and 2s over there. And the 5s can just hang on for a minute. Yeah, the 2s were there, weren't they? But I think we'll leave the 3s as the kind of general near base force. There's a spider's nest that's arrived down there, which isn't quite as nice as the fish, the seeds, or the aphids. Right, another uber creature has spawned. Depends where he is and how useful that's going to be. The tide hasn't only just come in though, so that's not bad.
it could be devastating to encounter.
We have been, I don't think I've seen this many Uber creatures in the entirety of this free play so far. This has been very nice for us. I suspect we're on like an Uber creature peak. And then very soon after this, probably when it hits 300% maybe, which isn't too far away, soon after this, that's when they'll start just really disappearing and we'll be left with lots and lots of little creatures and no food from the Uber creatures to sustain ourselves with. That's what I think is going to happen. Haven't seen him yet though. Or her, I suppose. I wouldn't mind trying to go for this here, but it's all... I suppose I could send the 2s down there, couldn't I? I could send the 2s down there. Let's send the 2s down there. They can do a bit of gathering over in this direction. The 1s will be okay there. So that's saying that, so the 2s are actually struggling to collect this food as it is. Where is this Uber creature? Oh, there he is. Okay. So let's mass our forces over here. The 5s just hang back a little bit. Don't get involved, really. Because these spiders are absolutely lethal, so they will destroy us given half a chance. But you can see his health just going away there. Should we have a quick, just before he disappears, should we have a quick look at how much this spider is getting absolutely reamed. It's a bit one-sided, isn't it? A little bit. It's just absolute chaos. I know the little guys over there like, doing their range stuff. Aww, only cute. Aww. Someone didn't like the purple. Someone didn't like the purple, which I suppose it is very un-antish. I don't think I've ever seen a purple ant in the wild, but does make them stand out a little bit, doesn't it? Right, so that Uber creature has gone, so we can now start moving everyone else out of there. So let's move the 1s and the 2s back there. The 3s are over there. The 4s are here as a defense force, and then the 5s can do the food gathering from the Uber creature. How are the 3s doing? There's a bit of food there. There's a bit of food down here as well. Maybe we'll just start sending them down that way to get a few there in a bit. And we're going to have to seriously think about... I don't think we're going to do any of the majors. I think we've tapped out on majors. I think that 1,500 per major at the moment is a little bit steep. So we'll get some... Why isn't nothing... What happened there? Why didn't it do it? Some food appeared, so did it just undo the upgrade? Is that how it works? It undoes the upgrade? Oh, that must be how it works. Okay. Well, the more you know. We can't upgrade anything more over here, can we? No, because we are creeping up towards getting full food, look. So what's going on down here? Chaos is what's going on down here. So the 1s are defending this. The 2s are trying to get there, but they're probably getting stuck carrying food back and forth because there is quite a lot of food there. That Uber creature is still there, but we've got over 2,500 food from it. Look, we've done really well there. Right. And another one has just spawned. This is going very well for us. Very well for us indeed. So that's a good chunk of our money gone immediately. Maybe we'll do these ones next, because I know the 3s are a little smaller, but they're also a little bit less useful to us because they tend to be just stuck around the base. I could, of course, just make a new group and then add them to one of them. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just make some more ranged over there when we get full again. But for now, we want to make some speed tiles. You know, I'm going to just drop the settings down because I'm finding it very jerky to play. So it's probably going to be quite jerky for you guys to watch. So if we drop... Is that 1? Is that how much it jumps? Hello? Hello? Stop doing that. Come here. That is how much it jumps. Okay, we'll just do that then. So we're going to lose a fair bit in graphical fidelity, actually. It looks not very good at all. But... And also, hasn't helped... In fact, if anything, the frame rate's worse. Anything, the frame rate's worse. Might as well just put it back. Yeah, the frame rate's just got better, look, immediately. I suppose it's gone worse again. Didn't make much of a difference. Not as much difference as I was hoping there. There's another Uber creature somewhere. Is he in sight? It's so hard to tell. There is so much going on. Oh, he is. He's down there, and he's right next to the spider's nest. That's a little bit of a problem. Oh, there's another one, actually. Well, that one's gone, so let's move the 4s and the 5s down there. The 3s don't go down there. The 3s can go back up here, because that's crazy. So we'll abandon these aphid nests again, but 2 Uber creatures is worth a lot more to us. This is a bit of a problem, really, to be honest. It'd be nice if I could get them to abandon that fight so we can get that guy a bit closer. Somewhere in here, there is an Uber creature getting attacked. It is near impossible to see. Right, so they've definitely killed him. So we'll send everyone over here. The 5s we'll leave on this for now, and we'll leave the 4s defending them. Because they should be able to take him down easy enough when they get there. I mean, there's so much to take care of in the meantime, look. That's the problem. He is getting there. We're getting a little bit of food, not huge amounts. Hopefully, yeah, we've got a little train of the workers going back and forth now. Look, so it's actually quite good that it's taken him a while to die, because it means it gives him a chance to get some food out of this guy first. Hopefully, we'll get to utilize both of them. Yeah, the 2s are on food gathering, so hopefully they'll get some food. Yeah, that guy's just died now. Look, so hopefully they'll get something from there. $14, 13 frames a second. It is running very badly. I might have to drop it down to minimum settings. It isn't affecting the rendering though, which is good, because we have had issues with that before, so I'm glad that hasn't happened. Well, that's down to 1,000 food now. Look, we are getting a lot of food from this, which is awesome. So the 2s we've just lost down here. The 2s just are not getting a chance to harvest anything from this at all. It's because they're getting caught up with all this stuff on the way. That's the problem. But if we can get rid of this fairly quickly... Oh, well, that's the end of that, isn't it? That's the end. That's 3,000 food gone. That's a shame. Right, let's start pulling everyone back then. Because if you leave it too long, it's going to cost us a lot in trying to replace them. Although saying that, maybe we'll leave the 5s gathering for not the 4s, not the 3s. Because the 5s are fairly cheap to replace. If we can get a little bit more food from it. Right, let's bring them out. There's hardly any food during this 20 seconds. In fact, you've got all the food from it. That's not bad at all. Not bad at all. It is a shame we're going to lose that guy. I'm going to lose a few ants down there who are stuck in fights as well, but is what it is. There are loads of aphid farms appearing down here, thus we're going to really have to concentrate our efforts down here, I think. And the tide comes in, and we lose a bunch of creatures. That's fine. And the tide goes out, and we storm down there immediately. En masse, just, yeah, look at them go. We'll abandon these aphid nests. We'll concentrate on this stuff over here, where there are now 4 in very close proximity. Okay. Yeah, the 3s are struggling to get enough food from there, aren't they? That's the 3's problem right now. Maybe we should get a few workers. No, because then the workers will attack. I was thinking we should get a few workers. We can add them to the 3 group. Then the workers attack it. That's the problem. We'll give them more numbers, though, I suppose. Then you might be left in a situation where the soldiers are all carrying food back, and it's the workers that are left there trying to defend that area, which is obviously not going to go great for anyone.
Somewhere on the
right, there's an uber creature. We could really do. We actually are quite full again. So I think we're going to start a new group of ranged up here. Now costing 1,000 per ranged ant, and they cost 3,400 to place 1 major ant. So maybe we will build some more workers. How much do they cost at the moment? Still 20. Isn't horrible. So maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll get some more, if we put speed tiles there, like that. And if we add these to the group 1.
The workers have done all they can to improve this highway.
So we've got an extra 3 ranged ants. It's cost us a lot of food, though. Has this uber creature spawned anywhere nearby? Can't see it. Can't see it. I'm a little concerned I've just missed it somewhere. That's the worry. There it is. Right, abandon everything down the bottom. Everyone come here, take on this uber creature, because he's nice and close as well. Probably shouldn't have sent the workers down there as well, but there we go. They can sacrifice themselves for the greater good. In fact, no, let's move them out of the way. They're just too much of a hassle where they are. Let's move them back over here somewhere. But we've got a couple of soldiers down there fighting, so let's send the workers down there to gather some of that food. I'm guessing that thing's dead. That thing is dead. Right. So let's send 1s, 2s, 4s back over there. The thinking being, the 5 should be fairly safe here, because there's so many ants going. I say there's so many ants. Just the 2s, really, isn't it? Well, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Alright, lots of things coming in. Almost 1,000 food gone from it already, though, which is awesome. I'm not seeing... Oh, there's a couple of aphids. I was about to say I'm not seeing many aphids up here, but there are a few of them. I suppose we're not really getting much of a chance to actually defend them, aren't we? We're all over the place. 1,500 of its food gone. A few soldiers have got involved in some fights up here. That's good. I can see a few ranged as well getting involved. Almost 2,000 food gone from it. $800 left. Yeah, we're absolutely storming our way through that. So I might turn the 2's food... No, the 4's food gathering on, I think. Another uber creature spawned somewhere, which is good. We've almost used that one up.
An extremely powerful predator is nearby.
An extremely powerful predator. And where is he? That's the question. Tide's probably not far off coming in is the problem. I'm guessing that's gone now. That is indeed gone now. So let's start sending everyone back down here. 5's down there. 4's food gathering off. 1's and the 2's already down there. And the 3's doing all they can up here just to try and keep everything held back and gather food at the same time. I think I am going to make some workers and add them to the 3's because they are really struggling to get anywhere with food gathering at the moment. So where are we going to do that? Where are we going to do that? That's the question. Over here somewhere, right? We can make this its own little chain. We've already got the speed tiles there. So I'll make another speed tile there. Make that separate chain, but it is actually quite far from everything, isn't it? So maybe we'll do it here instead. That probably makes more sense. But they haven't got to walk over all that nest area, have they? So 20, 20, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 30. Still not a lot. So that's 11. Let's add them to the 3's. Now, do we want a group sort of per everyone else? Should we just expand everyone else? Or should we just... No, because we've got the 5's to worry about everyone else, right? Unless we add some to the 2's, because they're the other gather group. No, let's just do the 3's. Just make a few more. 34, 34, 37, 39, 44. What's the next one going to cost? 47. May as well do one more to take us down to this. The lip. Might as well do that one as well, actually. Oh, God, I didn't want to do that. That was the wrong thing. Bet I don't get a lot of feedback from that. Nope, that was a terrible, terrible mistake. Damn it. Saying which, now that I've made a terrible mistake, let's save it. As we had a crash last time. Oh well. Well, there's a couple of uber creatures around somewhere. If we can get one of those. Oh, there's one now, look. We should get quite a lot from him to make up for that terrible, terrible mistake. That's why you like to watch me, right? There are now 2 spiders' nests there. Yeah, that's why you like to watch me, because I'm entertaining, obviously, goes without saying. And I'm entertaining for all the wrong reasons. Yay. Alright, so this should have 8 things on it basically constantly. I mean, the 5, there should be no 5's around here at all. They should all be around here. All just working on that. And if the tide comes in, we panic. I was thinking if I need to move someone over to defend them, but I don't at the moment. There's no other uber creatures up nearby, are there? No. No, 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 no. We might just get away with keeping that alive. Might just. Alive's the wrong word. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So I'm going to move everyone back. I'm going to leave the 5's there so they can gather that still. There's another uber creature. That's very, very useful. 1, 2s, 4s. Off you go and do your thing. I might move the 5's just back a little bit. Now they got most of it. They got most of it, look. That's pretty good. Alright, let's pull back who we can. We might lose a couple, but we might also just finish gathering food before they're... Oh, look at that. 23 food we lost. And it's disappearing anyway. That was perfectly timed. So this is now our main thing. Let's send the 2's around here. Let's hang up here for a little bit, shall we? And let's send the 1's down here and turn the 1's food gathering on. Where are the 4's? The 4's are just hanging in the middle, defending the 5's with this uber food source. That's fine. Right, so let's go down here and try building these workers again. Oh, look at that. Much cheaper. Much cheaper. And then we can spend a lot of food. I'm glad the upgrade doesn't cost a huge amount still, because that could be very frustrating.
The workers have done all they can to prepare this brood chamber.
Right. So that one will give us this one. Oh, when I do it, of course. Give us this one. We need to build a speed tile here. Which gives us that one, which gives us that one. I could build a speed tile underneath to get that one, but I don't know if I'm that bothered about it, to be honest. Is that going to give us that if we upgrade that again? Yeah, perfect. So the 3s now have a group of 21 workers helping them out. So yeah, they are now rinsing through the food that's available. Look. How's this Uber creature going? He's basically done. So, 1 food gathering off back down here. 4's food gathering still off. You go up there. 2's food gathering on. You can go up here. And then the 5... Oh, there's another Uber creature. There's another Uber creature. Take it all back. Everyone over here. And the 5's get in position, ready to swoop in when he's dead. How much do workers cost now? 61. Still not horrible. Still not horrible. Right, 5's go over there. 4's are defending him, so you go over here. 1's down here with your food gathering off. 2's go here. No, 2's go up. No, 2's go here. 1's go up there. That's how that's going to work. And we'll see how much food we can get from that guy as well then. And then at some point we need to think about what it is we're going to spend all of this food on again. So sent the 3's down here to try and get... I know there's not much food there, like what, maybe 10, 15? It's better than nothing. Another Uber creature somewhere.
Every creature is born equal. An extremely powerful predator is nearby. The colony would do well to treat it with caution.
I will when he arrives. Well, no, that's a lie. I'm not going to treat him with caution. I'm going to smack him in the face till he's dead. I'm going to raid his corpse for food, like any other self-respecting ant. You carry that 1 food back. You do your due diligence. Oh, there are seeds up there. Oh, food stores are full. What on earth do I do? What on earth do I do? Just do this. We'll make some more workers because they're still relatively cheap. But no, but do we want them on... Oh, I immediately regret that. Do we want them on the 3s still? How many of the 3s got? 22 now. Maybe we don't want them on the 3s. So maybe we will start another group down here. And we'll think about what it is we're going to do with them. Because I just don't know. And then here we may as well build some speed tiles. And get all of these upgraded where we can. So we can get this one upgraded. And then where are we going to put these next 6? Well, like I said, I think they should go on the 2s, shouldn't they? Because the 2s are the other predominant gather force. Why do we make the 2s the gather force? Don't really know. We just did. Alright, so let's move those to the 2s. Food stores are full again. Suppose it doesn't cost much to do these, though, does it? So that's a group of 15, 16, 17, 18. We'll leave it on 18. That's what I wanted. And then we'll upgrade a bunch of that. Keep keeping our food not low, but it's not maxing out. And then we'll, I don't know, make another group of melees, or ranged, sorry, because ranged are really the damage dealers, aren't they? So maybe we'll make some more ranged. Add them to, I don't really know, the 2s maybe? Can't quite get those last 2, but I'll just have to do. I'll have to do. We could faff it, fluff it, fluke it. I don't know. Fudge it. That's the word I was looking for. We could fudge it, but we'll leave that as is. Right, what is going on out here? What? Oh, there's the other Uber creature. It's right next to those seeds, actually, that I was quite interested in. I think the seeds are probably a better source of food than this. Wow, that's really gone crazy. There's another one just there. Right, one's down there to deal with that. Where's this one up here gone? Oh, there he is. Okay. 1s, 2s, 4s. Take care of him first. The 5s, run up there and just steal some seeds. And this guy, hopefully, he'll come a bit closer. If you leave him alone, which you're not going to. That thing's dead down there. So 5s now go down there. Right, might as well send the 1s and the 2s over there. Because it looks like he's either going to die there or he's going to get stuck there. And the 4s and the 5s will stick around this one. And the 1s and the 2s will go here. When they're ready. Whenever you're ready, 1s and 2s. There's so much going on that they get so stuck, don't they? 12 frames a second, 13 frames a second. I might have to try, I mean, yeah, I had to press escape twice to get escape to get involved. So maybe we'll try dropping it down. What's the lowest quality setting look like? Oh, it looks terrible. Oh, does this make a lot of difference now? Oh, there we go. Let's try this again. It's fractionally better than it was. Fractionally better than it was. Right, so this thing's dead down here. So hopefully they will start gathering food down there. The 2s are there, aren't they? With all the little worker units. Yes. Oh, the food stores are full. Oh my word. Right. So let's just... It's a waste. But we're going to make an extra ranged group here. And where are they going to go? They're going to go on the... no, not on the 3s, on the 2. No, the 2s have got that. Or maybe the 2s. Maybe the 2s. We'll put them on the 2s. And then we'll just extend that as we go, as we get a bit more food and upgrade it as and when. So we won't do any of the... Let's turn the 1's food gathering. In fact, let's just turn everyone's food gathering on for the moment. I think there's so many ants around that it doesn't really matter too much. As long as they're not on attack mode, that's all that really matters. Oh, this is crazy. Oh, do you know what? I didn't even consider that. Didn't even consider that. Oh, that's frustrating. That's 6,000 food. Well, not 6 quite. What have we got from that one? 4,000 food gone in an instant, in a heartbeat, wiped away. Crushing. Crushing. So we'll give the 5s a little bit more time. They're going to be slightly defended by the workers that are left, or the soldiers that are left down there, I should say. Let's start putting you guys back then. Alright. And do you know, I think that might be a good place to leave that there. We have an abysmal frame rate, like super terrible. We do have a lot of food though, so we could probably get away with building at least one more ranged unit. What are they costing now? 1,600. Let's get all 3. Let's go crazy. Oh my god. What's that costing? 2,000 for a ranged, 1,600 for a melee, and 5,000 for a major worker, a major soldier, sorry. That's crazy. Right, I think that's a good place to leave. We just had 2 more Ubers come in and get devastated. They have faced our wrath and they have lost. We are up to 140 workers and 158 soldiers. We are over capacity on both. What does soldiers cost now? Soldiers cost 158 food to place. So though we're doing okay with food, we are running out of things we can actually put food on. So let's send everyone back down there. What's our difficulty at the moment? 339%. Oh. Oh. So what are things worth? Is everything just worth? No, it does seem to have bottomed out in terms of food amounts, hasn't it? Like I wondered if we get to the point where everything's just worth 1.
Every creature is born equal.
But that doesn't seem to be the case, does it?
An predator is nearby. The colony would do well to treat.
This is insane, isn't it? Absolutely insane. Oh, and there's the Uber creature. The 5s I wanted there, really. Let's leave the 4s there. Well, that's a little bit more in the food stores, isn't it? That's quite nice. That's quite handy. So as I said at the beginning, it is my intention to see this through to the end. I do want to see how far we can take Scooonty. I am very intrigued to see how far it'll go. There's got to be a point where there are too many, the difficulty gets too high for us to cope with, right? Other people have done similar things and said that that's the case, where they just stop getting Uber creatures, and I suppose the normal creatures do so much damage and take out so many ants that you just can't deal with them. They are not doing well over there. Let's bring the 5s back. 2s. Let's bring the 4s over here then. Oh, he's gone now. Okay. Let's bring the 4s back over here. And the 5s back over here. So you can see there, we struggled to get any food there. That Uber creature really did start making a bit of difference. Another Uber creature has spawned somewhere over the rainbow. But yes, we are at the hour mark pretty much in terms of recording, so I'm going to leave that there. So we're going to drop a save, and even though I'll save it afterwards when I finish doing my spiel anyway. 3s are still struggling to get rid of all that food. Look, even though I've given them, how many did I give them? 22 workers. They're still struggling to cope with all that food. I guess that's because those workers will get involved in every fight that happens rather than collecting the food. That's the problem. That's why I said it'd be nice to have like an advanced option down here, another Uber creature. So we could say that each group has a worker group, and each of the worker groups are collect food only. That would be quite a nice little feature, I think. So if you're watching Slug Disco, that's what I'd like to see in the next major update. Or not even a major update, just the next update. Or just give it to me. Just give me the option. Ignore everyone else. No one else needs it apart from me. There's the other Uber creature. That's 2 right next to each other. That's not horrible. Anyway, I do need to leave that there, otherwise I'll just keep doing this forever. So as I said, it's my intention to see this through to the end. If literally everyone who comments says they are sick of this, then maybe we'll consider stopping it. But I would like to see where it goes. So let me know down in the comments what you think about that. Let me know what you'd like to see after the Scooonty free play. There'll almost certainly be a little bit of sneaky hungry spider thrown in, just because I haven't done it for a while. I'd like to test my skills against it and see how much worse I've got on a hungry spider now that I haven't played it for a while. That could be quite interesting. Any ideas on what you'd like to see me do within the free play? Like as I said, some people suggested just doing black ants against rainforest creatures. Other people suggested just having major armies. We could impose a rule where we say like no ranged ants or something like that, for example. So let me know, give me some ideas down below, and I'll see which one takes my fancy when we go back into. Is that another Uber creature? Is that 3 up there? We're getting a lot of Uber creatures. There's got to be some point when they stop arriving in such vast numbers. But that day is not today, my friends. No, indeed. If you've enjoyed the video, do click the like button. Always appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already, of course. As I said, comments down below. I'll get back to you as soon as I see them. As always, it is a struggle to keep up with comments these days. I will get back to them. I do try and respond to every single comment that has merit, just by which I mean if you just say like first, probably won't respond to it, but if you've got something actual input on the gameplay or something like that, then I will get back to you. And I do read every comment, even if I don't respond. And there aren't that many I don't respond to. But if I don't respond, I do read every comment. So don't take it to heart if I don't immediately get back to you. Don't forget, I do stream on Wednesdays, UK time, 6 o'clock. It'd be wonderful to see you there to say hello. Otherwise, I will see you next time in Empires of the Undergrowth, where we take Scooonty as far as it can possibly go. What are we up to now? 339%. It's ridiculous. And as always, thank you very much for joining me.